Shalom to the Lord's elect. Let's begin this lesson by giving honor and glory to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yahawah is our heavenly Father's name and his only begotten Son, our King, our Redeemer, our Savior, our big brother, our best friend, Yahawashi. Let's give double honors to our head apostles, the bishop, the elders from the great millstone that taught us this truth, and salutations to the Lord's elect, starting with the 144,000, the tabernacle of David, followed by the large multitude, men, women, children, pregnant women, whom the Lord is going to beam up into the ship. That's right, and take us home, family, and take us home. And we say, Brakata Yahawah, Brakata Yahawashi, Brakata Yahawah, Brakata Yahawashi, Call Halal Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Qadash. It's all falling apart. That's right. The kingdom is coming. This we're gonna see the fall of our enemies. Nothing is working. The lies are not working anymore. The Lord is systematically breaking these people down. That's right. The lies that they push all over the world for so many years, it's all falling apart. The wicked is being revealed, and we say, Brakata Yahawah, Brakata Yahawashi. So much to cover. But before we do that, this is George Galloway. His monologue today was fire. And then, family, we have the former defense minister of Israel retiring, along with resigning from Netanyahu's cabinet. We have Emmanuel Macron, the French president, losing an election today. That's why the European election was today. And then we have German Rawchaa, the chancellor from Germany. He also lost his election. And SHOLZ'S SUNAK, the current prime minister of United Kingdom, UK, is also about to resign. You see what the Lord is doing? Because they know what is coming. They know what is coming. The Third World War is coming. Some of these people here, their bunkers are already prepared, and they think their bunkers are going to save them. No, we got news for them. Those bunkers are going to be some of them is going to be what? It's going to be their burial ground. We don't care. YouTube is what? Shadow banning the lessons. I did, me and my brother Atazwan went live this afternoon. Family, 2 hours later, I went to check out the video, and then it says, oh, this video was done 10 hours ago. You see? And people can get access to the videos. But it's okay. We know that we have the truth. You can't do anything against the truth, but for the truth. That's what the Lord says. But before we get into it, family, before we bring this monologue out, let's bring out the precept quickly and tell you exactly what the Lord is about to do to this devil. Listen to what the Lord says. Psalm 37:20. But the wicked, who's what? Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white men. Remember what the Bible says, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Malachi 1:4, family, identify a nation of people. Today, they identify as what? Europeans, Caucasians. That's right, white, British, American, Canadian, German. That's right, their biblical name is Esau, Edom. They are known as the border of wickedness. That is why the world is in the state that is in. That is why you can go and rescue rescue 4 hostages, and then kill 270 people, drop bomb, family, body parts everywhere. You see, that's the wicked. It said, but the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke. It says here, they shall consume into smoke, shall they consume away. That's what is coming to America. America is going to be what? The lake of fire. When the fire settles, guess what is next? That's right. The Lord is going to bring all the wild animals onto the land. And we say, Brakata Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Family, this monologue is 20 minutes long. But we're going to, family, I'm going to let him speak because this was powerful. And then we're going to bring the precepts. We're going to bring some of the news articles. And then we're going to wrap it up. And hopefully you all edify. You see, rejoice in your king, man. Rejoice in Yahawashi. Trust the process. That's right. The kingdom is falling right in front of your eyes. We say, Brakata Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Qadash. And family, let's get right into it. Again, this is Fair Use Act, Fair Use Act. I do not own this video. This belongs to George Galloway, mother of all talk show. You can check him out. Family, today's monologue, like I said, it was fire. Wickedness. The world is revealing these people, this so-called small heart, big nose, controlling everything. And over the years, they told lies. They hijack our heritage. Now, guess what? Family, it's almost over. It is almost over. Let's go.
liberal commentator in the land, that the socialist Prime Minister of Germany has lost the German election. In the European Parliament elections, which were held on Friday and over this weekend and are now being counted, the Farage party in Austria has triumphed and the Farage party in Germany has won the election. Little soldier Scholz is as socialist as Adolf Hitler. He is wedded to war, wedded to neoliberalism, wedded to everything that is the opposite of socialism. And so I have zero sympathy for him. His flag, his name as a socialist means nothing to me. It is the beef that I'm interested in. So where's the beef with little Scholz? Well, he has presided over the absolute collapse of the German economy, the absolute bankruptcy of the German government's foreign policy, a policy of belligerence and war towards their neighbor Russia, who occupied a part of their country, who liberated their people from Nazism. They have turned Russia into a bogeyman, and in so doing, they have presided over the deindustrialization of their country. So how mend little Scholz? I don't have to support the AfD to hope that they will at least act in Germany's interest rather than act in the interests of the United States. Because Scholz did all of this on the orders of the lunatic Joe Biden, whose conduct at the commemoration 80th anniversary of the brave men and the thousands of martyrs who fell on the beaches at Normandy along the coastline in 1944 on June 6th and began the liberation of a part of Western Europe. His conduct was unbecoming even of him. It's one thing to soil yourself in front of His Holiness the Pope. At least the moving cameras were not there. The moving bowels were, however, caught on moving cameras on stage in Normandy. Anyone who's got a toddler knows the positions that were being struck. And everyone who's ever had a toddler knows that it can smell quite bad quite quickly after it. And Mrs. Biden clearly caught the whiff of the situation and led him away from the other leaders.
Family, he is talking about a president of United States shitting himself in public for the whole world to see. The Lord Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is not a man to play with. You see what the Lord is doing? He is humbling Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white men. The Lord needs to be feared. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi need to be feared. He had made Esau bare, Jeremiah 49:10. But I've made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is poor, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. That's right. Self-proclaimed white man, his kingdom, it is over for him. It is done. We say Barakata Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi. Let's continue.
And presumably off for a shower. At least one hopes so. But the situation of Germany is now in a crisis situation. I think that the German government needs to repair its relations with Russia, needs to pull out of the NATO front, and needs to tell Joe Biden that Germany will not destroy itself for the edification of an administration here today, gone tomorrow in Washington. But I don't have any confidence that that's what they will do, because I've seen Meloni. I saw the Farage victory in Italy. I saw Meloni and I knew her reputation. She was an Italian nationalist. She was going to stand against the European Union. She was going to stand against NATO, and in fact has become one of the most slavish clients of the American pattern of vassal states in Western Europe. I have seen how Le Pen, full of right-wing anti-monopoly anti-globalist rhetoric, has trimmed and trimmed and trimmed all of that rhetoric and is now really a common or garden nationalist with no intention of confronting Washington on behalf of her people. And I've seen Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage is a cheeky chappy, an eloquent man of the people type, gin and jag and golf club bore type fellow who strikes a chord with the English, with the lower middle class in England and some of the working class in England. But I've seen him transformed from a Britain firster
Sorry, family,
into
gotta
an...
stop there. I gotta scroll it past. Okay, right here, about there. Let me see, sorry.
I believe is of greater significance
Okay.
to world events. The situation now in Israel is so febrile you could cut it with a knife. The hundreds of thousands who are out demonstrating practically nightly for the downfall of Netanyahu and for a new election, to pick a new government, to take a new policy towards freeing the hostages and repairing their ruptured relations with the United States, is now unstoppable. And Gantz has read the room. He's decided to leave Netanyahu before the public left him. And this is of grave significance for Netanyahu because, as everyone now knows, if you are a regular on the mother of all talk shows, this is edition number 350, by the way. Big congratulations to all my colleagues and to all of you in the audience. 350 episodes under our belt. But if you are a regular, you already know that losing office means losing liberty for Benjamin Netanyahu. He's a convicted criminal whose imprisonment has only been stayed because of the partial immunity that he enjoys as Prime Minister. When he's no longer Prime Minister, he's no longer free to walk the streets of Israel. He'll have to flee to the United States and seek asylum or disappear behind bars, as several of his predecessors have already done. Now, I wouldn't like you to have the impression that these hundreds of thousands on the streets to get rid of Netanyahu want a more humane policy towards the Palestinians. That's very definitely not true. I wouldn't like you to think that Benny Gantz would be any better than Benjamin Netanyahu, because that is very definitely not true. In fact, you could make a case that Netanyahu is the least extreme member of his current cabinet. Just think about that. The situation in Gaza yesterday went from bad to worse. The worst day of the war was yesterday. In the middle of a British general election, in the middle of an American presidential election, the policies of both American and British governments towards the conflict in Gaza are right at the center of public discourse, if not media discourse, in the election in both countries. 274 refugees in the Nuseirat refugee camp in central Gaza. 274 people were killed. 75% of them women and children. They were murdered by gunfire or by bombs. The Israeli Air Force flattened the camp with bombs, and a group of Israeli commandos who came in via the United States pier that they built for humanitarian purposes in Gaza were smuggled in under the cover of being aid. The trucks came in purporting to be full of food and medical supplies for the stricken, famine-stricken, ailing people of the Gaza Strip. But in fact, they were filled with Israeli gunmen who dismounted from the trucks and massacred everyone that they saw. They massacred small children, they massacred bigger children, they massacred women, they massacred men, they massacred anybody, everybody that they saw. And the death toll is only half of the story. 274 were killed, but 700 were wounded, maimed, many of them forever. I just saw a figure that 16,000 Palestinian children have died in the last 8 months at the hands of the Netanyahu murder gang, but twice that number, 32,000 Palestinian children have had their limbs amputated. And I've now just saved on my phone a picture the likes of which I never imagined that I would see. A small Palestinian child in Gaza, dead in the mouth of a dog. The dogs are feasting on the bodies in Gaza, and what a feast they had yesterday. I'm spending more time than usual on that point for this reason. I have watched the British media, and I understand the American media is even worse. I've watched the British media on this all day, and every single outlet has treated what happened in Nusrat camp yesterday as a triumph, as a kind of raid on Entebbe, as a kind of adventure story, when in fact it was an act of criminal lawlessness, illegal under every article of war, illegal under the Geneva Conventions, illegal under the laws against crimes against humanity. This use of firepower from the air and from the land, killing and maiming the best part of 1,000 people to rescue 4 hostages, is an extraordinary indictment on our own media and on the Israeli state itself. But here's the rub. Even if they don't care about the Palestinian blood that was shed in oceans yesterday, in a refugee camp where everyone in it is a responsibility of the so-called international community under international law, the ocean of Palestinian blood wasn't mentioned, but neither was the fact that the Israeli terror gang also slaughtered 3 other hostages. They murdered 274 people, maimed 700 people, and murdered 3 of their own hostages, one of them an American citizen. This has been completely blacked out of the media coverage of this event. It's being treated as a kind of Super Bowl event, when in fact it is a war crime. It is a war crime to kill hundreds of people, to recapture 3 of your own, 2 of whom were Israeli soldiers. Most of you have been led to believe that these Israeli hostages were young women just strolling down the street. 2 of the 3 were Israeli soldiers, prisoners of war. And the 3rd was the chief security officer at the Nova Music Festival, which was a target in the end for the Palestinian resistance groups when they broke out of the concentration camp on October the 7th. And many people were killed there. Many of them were killed by the Israeli forces themselves. Many, no doubt, were killed by the organizations, not just Hamas, but many organizations involved in that concentration camp breakout on October the 7th. So the 3 that they rescued were all security people, 2 of them military prisoners of war. The 3 who they killed included an American tourist with an American passport in their pocket, and the American government has hailed the operation as an unqualified success, and nobody gives a toss about the 1,000 Palestinian refugees, 1,000 who were either murdered or maimed in that attack. And therein lies the problem we have. Jackson Hinkle is in Russia. He's at the St. Petersburg Forum.
Yep. Family, you heard it. You heard it. That is, yep, that's Esau. No, what am I doing? Yep, that is Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man. Family, blood is nothing in his side, but here, let's do this quickly. It says here, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Oh, that's what is coming. It said, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of what? His wrath. All the riches, all this elite of this society, the one that you don't see, the one that have put these puppet president, prime ministers in front of you. That's right, the one that are controlling the prime ministers and your president, because all these so-called leaders were what? That's right, they were not elected, family. They were selected, right? That's how the game is played. You see, the Lord, all the riches, that's right, is not going to save them. This is the time that we are living. That's why we are glorifying the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. It says here, this is the portion of a wicked man from the power, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. All his goods, his riches, he's about to vomit them out, like it says in the book of Job 20 and 18. Yes, family, that's the reward of the wicked. That's what is coming. But let's bring it out. This gentleman here, okay, Benny Gantz used to be the former defense minister of Israel. This afternoon, guess what? That's why they know the writing is on the wall. This war is not going well. They are losing badly because the Lord is about to families drop bombs on Israel and America. The Lord is about to destroy both Israel and America. That's what is coming. Ezekiel 38 is going to fulfill. It's going to be fulfilled in our lifetime. Yahawah Rawchaa. It said Benny Gantz has resigned from the cabinet, accusing the Israeli PM of failing to achieve a true victory over Hamas. A key member of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's war cabinet, Benny Gantz, has announced his withdrawal from the country's war government. Gantz, a former defense minister without portfolio who entered the war cabinet shortly after the beginning of the ongoing conflict with Palestinian militant group Hamas last October, announced his resignation on Sunday, citing disagreement with Netanyahu policy. Not only him, family, other members also resigned. Where is it? I saw it. Shortly after the announcement, another minister without portfolio, former IDF chief of staff, Gadi Eisenkot, also resigned from the cabinet. Yeshil Trooper, a member of the Knesset, and that's gonna, the Knesset is why it's almost like a parliament. It said made the same announcement. That's right. Where in the Bible that says that we will be, family, we're going to be in the land, and family, they're going to be war, we're going to be fighting the Palestinian, and then, our prime ministers, our leaders start, family, it's all nonsense, it's just pure BS. These people are not the people of the book. They hijacked the land, they took it, and family, that's right, they fooled the entire world. But no, family was only temporary. The Lord has raised his men out here to what? To family, to preach the good news to what? To the elect. You see, to preach the good news to the elect. You see, the Lord says, in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves and call upon my name. And that's exactly what is happening right now. Like he says, Macron dissolved French parliament over projected huge election defeat. The move comes after polls predicted the president party will be trounced in voting for the EU parliament. It is over for these devils. Everything is falling apart. You see, everything is falling because what? They follow the whore. They follow America. All these sanctions that they place upon Russia, guess who's resigning? Putin is still in power. All the sanctions that they threw against Putin, Russia, not that we have any horse in this race, but family, we know that Russia is going to play a crucial part in prophecy. It is going to be Russia that takes down, that's right, they said the Revelation 8:13, no, not Revelation 13, Isaiah 13, Babylon will fall to what? The Medes, that's Russia. You see, let's bring out the precept here. Let's go to Revelation 17. The doom of Babylon. The word doom goes into a destruction, bad time, evil time. That's what is coming for America. Because these nations are going to realize that they follow the whore. which is America. And guess what? They are slowly destroying their own country. This prophecy is going to be fulfilled. Okay, let's read on. Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore, this prostitute, the one that opened her legs to every man. As long as you are willing to pay, she will open her legs to you. It doesn't matter whether you keep clean hygiene, you smell, you fat, you slim, you build. It doesn't matter. As long as you are willing to pay, that is America. Okay, that's America for you. The Lord is talking about the nation, the whore. America is in business with anybody that is willing to, that's right, buy that U.S. reserve currency. It doesn't matter. You see? It doesn't matter. That's why how corrupt you are. America will open, Babylon the Great, the whore, will open her legs up for you. Okay, let's continue. It says here, and there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, and I will show unto thee that the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Let's look up the word judgment. Krema. The Hebrew word is what? Krema. Right? It says here, a decree, judgment, condemnation of wrong, the decision, whether severe or mild, which one passes on the fault of others. And sentence of a judge, the punishment with which one is sentenced, condemnatory sentence, penal judgment, sentence, a matter of judicially decided, a lawsuit, a case in court. America is about to be judged, especially for what they did to the children of Israel. That's what is coming for this war. And this is the time that we are living in. And then that's right. Let's go here. The great whore who sits on many waters, and it's going to go on and tell you the water. The water represents what? The people. It says here, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, spiritual fornication. That's right. You see, trusting in the fiat currency, buying American debt, because guess what? The reserve currency, the American dollar, has no backing. The reason why they are able to print so much of it is because what? These nations, that's right, America have bullied all these nations to, that's right, to use their money, America's money, for trading among nations. That's right. The Bretton Woods, that agreement was in the 70s under Nixon. You see? So now the nations are realizing that, come on, how come we are always in debt? Because of what? That's right. They've taken that debt. And then the philosophies. Okay? Family, losing your heritage. Family, your way of life. Because you're following the whore. The whore is telling you that what? It's okay for 2 women to be together, 2 men to be together. And your children, as young as 5 years old, you can start teaching them about anal sex and all type of different things. That's all type of wicked lifestyle. That's right. Spiritual fornication. It says here, with whom the kings of the earth, all these nations that are in bed with America, have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. The wine goes back to what? Your ideas, your philosophies. And all these nations, family, the all family, that's right. They've all bought into it. They trust this whore. Because everybody wants to be seen with the whore. At one point, he was the baddest whore in town, the baddest woman in town. But now they realize that this woman here is full of all type of diseases. And now they've seen it. Because guess what? Trump, he just lost an election. Scholz, what's his name? The German chancellor also lost an election. That's right. Because why? That's right. They follow the whole. America said, put all your sanctions. That's right. Send all your military equipment to Russia. And Russia is just slowly grinding everybody down. And now, guess what? Now the nations are rising up against their leaders. They said, no, you are going to lead us into an abyss. That's why we can't afford rent. We can't buy food. And every cost of living has gone up because of what? You decided to follow America. Because what? America needs to family support the military industrial complex. Because family, if there's peace, guess what? All the military equipment that America builds, family, nobody's going to buy them. America don't want peace. America want war. America is based on war. How was America created? Family, war, violence, blood of our brothers and sisters. You see, That's America for you. He said the Lord says he gave him what? The sword. Revelation 6:4. The sword to take peace from the earth. That's what this man has done. And it's all falling apart. Do y'all know the Third World War family, they know it's going to go nuclear? They all got their bunkers, all these so-called elite, all these presidents, prime ministers, they have their bunkers ready. But their bunkers, some of them, is going to be their burial ground. And when we come down, Lord willing, Yahawah Rawchaa, that we are among the numbers, we're going to dig them out of those mountains. That's right. That's what is coming for them. It says here, so he carried me away in the spirit in the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon what? A scarlet-colored beast. That's right. All decked out, family, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. That 7 heads goes to all the government of Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white men. It started with the Greek. Followed the Greek was what? The Roman. From the Roman, Germanium Minor, Germanium Major. And then guess what? And then from there, it went to what? The Spanish, and then followed by the French, and then the British. That's the 7 horns. That's the 7 mountains. The 7 big governments. You see, and the 10 horns is what? The vassals now. European Union. The original 10 horns, I can't remember them now. Please forgive me. Yes, let me see. I think I have the list somewhere else. But now, that 10 horns represent the European Union. Let me see, do I have it here? I have it written down somewhere. I can barely remember them. Let me see here. Please bear with me. Yeah, the original 10 horns were here. Let me get them. Let me see here. Original 10 horns, the Franks, the Burgundians, and the Alemanni, the Thuringians, followed by what? The Visigoths, the Goths, the Vandals, the Lombards, the Saxons, and the Sueves. These are the original 10. Okay, but now, family, that goes back to the old Roman Empire, but the new Roman Empire, which is what? America, Babylon the Great, the last leg. That's right, the one mentioned in the book of Revelation 20, the little season. They came back through the Renaissance. They came back through the Renaissance. Now they have vassal states again. You see, because the same way the ancient Roman Empire had vassal state, I just listed them. Now the new Roman Empire have vassal state. That's known as what? The European Union. That's the 10 horns. But let's read on. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colored and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup. Golden cup goes to what? All her wickedness, all her ideas, the wine that he gave to all these nations, right? In her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. That's why he sold all this wicked lifestyle to everybody across the world. And they all took it, they guzzled it down. That's right. And it says here, verse 5, and upon her forehead was upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon. But it's not a mystery anymore to us. Now we know it is America. He said, the great, the mother of harlot and abomination of earth. Let's look up some words here, family. Let's look at the mother of harlot. Let's look at the mother of harlot. Porne. Porne. A woman who sells her body for sexual uses. That's right. In this case, yes, that's America, family, like I said. It doesn't matter how bad you look, man. She's a prostitute. Family, if you are willing to pay for good time, you are good to go. It doesn't matter how ugly you are. You have the money? Okay, let's go. That's it. That's America. It says a prostitute, a harlot, one who yields herself to defilement for the sake of gain. That is America. Any woman indulging in unlawful sexual intercourse, whether for gain or for lust, metaphorically an adulteress of Babylon, example Rome, the chief seat of adultery. Let's go on. It says here, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. That's right. You know what they did to the northern tribe. And then when the southern tribe joined them through the transatlantic trade, that's right, family. That's what the law says. What? The land has to be cleansed by the blood of those that share therein. That's right. So the Lord is about to. That's why he says he has a sacrifice in Bozrah. That's what the Lord is coming to do in America. That's another code name for America, Bozrah. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahawashi. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Man, this is the finest bitch I ever seen. That's right. He says, I've never seen a woman like this. This woman got a 7.5-inch heel. Family all decked out. She was looking gorgeous. And then John's like, with his mouth open. Family, I'm just trying to be silly. His admiration. And then the angel have to rebuke him. And now listen to this. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and then with the blood of the martyrs of Yahawashi. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, wherefore did thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carry her. The beast goes back to what? That's right. The system. Their religion branch come from Rome. The military branch come from what? That's right. NATO. That's right. America runs NATO. And then you have the European Union, and then you have their financial system coming from the United London, England. And then from that whole system, the European Union, the NATO, vassals, the family, you can't touch them. That's the system. And then all the philosophies that they push, including the dollar. That's right. That's part of the beast system. You see, and it says here, and the angel said unto me, where did thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carry her, which have the 7 heads and 10 horns. We already told you the 7 heads and the 10 horns. It says here, the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and what shall ascend it out of the bottomless pit. That's when Rome fell. Rome fell for what? 1,000 years. And then when they came back up, it says, and go into perdition. When they came back into they came back in the Renaissance in the 1400, starting with the Spanish, followed by what? The French, and then from the French, the British. Out of the British came America. And that's their end. That's the beginning of their destruction. It says what? Go into perdition. That word perdition goes into what? Let's get it. Let's go to the words. Let's look up the word perdition. Perdition goes into what? Apolia, right? Apolia, right? It goes what? Destroying, utter destruction of vessel. That's right. Now it's here. We are here, family. We are literally here. You're seeing everything falling apart right now. That's right. This is the end of this people's kingdom. Perishing, ruin, destruction of money, destruction, which consists of eternal misery in hell. Family, that's right. Hell is a condition. It's not a place where people burn forever. Hell is also the grave. Okay? Because slavery, when you are a slave, you have no ownership. Family, you are in hell, like us right now. We don't have a seat at the table. All the nations are above us. We are in our hell. And Esau is about to experience his hell. That's what is coming. Okay? Now, let's go on. It says here, the beast that thou sawest was and is not and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. I told you, that's Europe. And go into perdition. That's what is coming for him, his future judgment. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose name were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world. The elect are not going to follow this whore. No. And that beast system, that's why I follow that's also going to include what? At the end, their microchip. The elect are not going to take the microchip. When they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is, and here is the mind which have wisdom. Listen to this. Now it explains it to you. The 7 heads are 7 mountains. I already listed them. Which is why it starts with the Romans. Sorry. It starts with the Greek. That's 1. Roman 2. Germania minor, Germania major. That is what? 4. And then after that, it's followed by what? The Spanish, that is 5. And then what? The French, that is 6. And then the British, that is 7. Right? Now you got it, right? So those are the 7 mountains. Okay? And then here, what was I? sorry, what was I? The 7 heads are 7 mountains in which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is yet to come. And when he comes, he must continue a short space. That's the time that we are living in right now. The 8 came out of what? Came out of the 7, which is what? The British. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth. That's right. That's America. And is of the seven, which is the British, and goes into perdition, destruction. That's right, Babylon the Great, America. But the point is coming. And the 10 horns which thou sawest, and the 10 kings which I have received, no, I want to jump here. These shall make war. Here, Revelation 17:4. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. Because when Yahawashi shows up, let's test in the book of Revelation 12:7, these nations are going to put their differences aside and fight the king. And the king will just friggin' lay them down. Okay? For the Lord, it says here, for he is the Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful, the elect. It says here, and he says unto me, the waters. Now he's telling you the waters. He's describing what the water represents. Listen to this. And he says unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore said America, are peoples and multitude and nations and tongue. America, family, you're gonna find everybody, all the nations from the world, and you're gonna find them in America, because America is a place where everybody think the streets were paved with gold until they come here, and then they say, oh shit, you telling me we sold our family fortune so we can send you to America to get education, and this is what, that's right. And the nations are realizing that right now. They said this place is finished. America is finished. You hear that? It says here, verse 16, and the 10 horns. Now, listen to this. This is very important, because like Macron just lost an election, Scholz just lost an election, because they trust the whore. Eventually, the Europe is going to sit back and say, listen, we are about to destroy each other. And how about we face the person that put all the pressure on us, the one that bullied us, let's go after him. That's right. That's going to be America. Because the European nations, family, because this prophecy have to be fulfilled. Let's read on. And the 10 horns, which will represent modern day European Union, which thou sawest upon the beast. Because it's US that controls Europe. Okay? America controls European Union. That is why the beginning of this war between Ukraine and Russia, they put pressure on these European countries to stop using Russian gas. And that's why they blew up Nord Stream pipeline in Germany that was supplying cheap gas to Germany. Now, family, that's why industries are leaving Germany and going to America and all over the world. And guess what? Eventually, they are going to react. It's not going to be pretty, because this has to be fulfilled. And the 10 horns, which is European Union, which thou sawest upon the beast, they shall hate the whore. You hear that? It shall hate the whore. That's America. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That's what is coming. Eventually, they're going to shoot their missiles on America. For the Most High, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, have put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of our power shall be fulfilled. This is the will of the Lord. The Lord allowed them to give sovereignty to America. European Union don't have sovereignty. They are vassal state for what? The system, the beast system, the Roman Empire. Whatever America says, they follow. That's why America said, today we're going to destroy Libya. They all follow. We're going to destroy Iraq. They all follow. We're going to destroy, Afghanistan. They all follow. Because they are vassal states. Whatever the whore says, they go, family. You see, the whore has power, man. He has power. You see? That thing between her legs, family, they all love it. Sorry, I'm just being silly. Let's continue. It said, for the Most High have put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast. It's the Lord that put this in their heart. Proverbs 21. The king's heart. Meaning his mind, family, the word heart goes into the Hebrew word, it's love. It's in the hand of the Lord. Like the rivers of water, he turns it whichever way he chooses. It said, for the Most High have put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. You hear that? And the woman which thou sawest is the great city, that's America, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. But eventually, Revelation 18 is going to be fulfilled. 1 hour is going to take the Lord Yahawashi when he comes to put down America. America first is going to eat the missiles from all these nations. Yahawashi is going to come and finish the job. That's right. That's what is coming. Yeah, so prophecy is going to be says shows coalition suffer European Union election blow exit polls. That's right. That's the German chancellor. Like our friend George Galloway broke it down perfectly. Yeah. Germany is being destroyed. France is being destroyed because family, that's right, the wine of America. But according to Bible prophecy, eventually all these nations, the European Union, they're going to attack America. That is what is coming. Do I have another? Yeah. You see, that's the whole. America is everywhere. U.S. admits role in Israeli rescue operation that killed over 200 Palestinians. That's America, family. That's America. Blood is nothing in these people's sight. Esau is about to be done away with. You see, the self-proclaimed white man is about to be done away with. The Lord is about to judge them. He said the United States has denied ongoing allegation that it was military involved in Israel Saturday raid on a central Gaza Hamas stronghold, which returned alive 4 hostages who had been kidnapped on October 7. Well, the one thing I can say is that there were no U.S. forces, no U.S. boots on the ground involved in this operation. We did not participate military in the operation. U.S. national security family, it's all lie. Information is coming. America were directly involved. The lies are not flying anymore. At one point, family, they were lying through their teeth, and the Lord allowed it to go on. But now, family, the Lord said he had made Esau bare. Like here, what Orban is saying, Western war hawks want Ukraine resources. Victory for Kiev would allow its foreign backers to exploit and take over its economy. The Hungarian PM has claimed. This guy here, if he's not careful, they're going to take him out. Western countries want Kiev to achieve victory in the conflict with Russia because it will give them the opportunity to acquire and divide Ukraine's wealth. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban has warned. Esau can never have enough. He can. These people, all they do is steal. That's right. They pillage, they steal, they rape. That's how America was built, man. When they came here to America, family who were here, the northern tribe were here for, what did they do to them? They raped their women. They raped their children. Family, they cut up pregnant women. They dropped the baby on the ground. They fed it to their dogs. The southern tribe joined them. Eventually, family, our men were lynched, hanged, balls were chopped off. Our babies were used as alligator bait. This is the history of, that's right, America. Esau, Edom. This is what the self-proclaimed white men have done. This is fact. This is not theory. This is fact. This is what Esau have done to the children of Israel. And now the Lord is about to judge this whore. We say Brakata Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Family, I will leave it there. I hope you all are edified. This is the time that we can't stop. We have to continue to lift the name of our power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Look at what the Lord is doing for us. He is spoiling us in this last day. The prophecies are jumping off the pages. Nothing is working for them anymore. Everything is falling apart. That's why we give honor and glory to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahawah. Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Family, I hope you all are edified. Shalom.